Your website works, but it looks like it was built in 2009. Flat colors, boring rectangles, no depth, no polish, no wow. Today, that changes. In this episode, I'll show you how to use background images like a designer, the secret difference between cover and contain, how gradients can replace images completely, how to create soft shadows that look like Apple-level UI, why outline is not the same as border, and how to round corners like a pro. After this video, your UI will instantly feel premium. Let's upgrade your design brain. Most beginners think background image is only for images. That's wrong. It can be images, gradients, multiple layers, decorative textures, and even overlays. But here's the problem. If you just add a background image, it usually looks broken. Why? Because images don't magically resize themselves to fit your layout. And this is where most beginners fail. Let's talk about background size. There are two values you need to understand deeply: contain and cover. Contain shows the entire image. It preserves the aspect ratio, but it may leave empty space inside the container. This is good for logos and icons, where you must see the whole image. But for real UI design, you usually want cover. Cover fills the entire container. It preserves aspect ratio, but it crops whatever overflows, and that cropping is what makes it look professional. That's why hero sections, landing pages, and modern cards use background size cover. Now here's the pro combo. You set the background image, you set background size to cover, you center it with background position, and you disable repeating. That combination alone makes your UI look modern. Now let's talk about background position. When you use cover, parts of the image get cropped, so you control what stays visible, you can center it, align it to the top, bottom right, wherever the important content is. This is crucial for faces and product photos. Now here's something many people don't realize. Background images repeat by default, yes. If you don't disable it, CSS tiles the image. That's why sometimes you see weird repeating patterns. To stop that, you set background repeat to no repeat. Unless you're intentionally creating textures or patterns, then repeating becomes powerful. Now let's level up. Gradients. This is where real designers separate themselves. Gradients are not images. They are generated by CSS, which means they are sharp, lightweight, and flexible. A linear gradient blends colors in a direction, left to right, top to bottom, even at a specific angle. Radial gradients create circular blends, perfect for spotlight effects or glows. And then there's conic gradients, super underrated. They rotate colors around a center point. Great for pie charts, animated loaders, and creative UI effects. Now here's the trick that changes everything. You can layer backgrounds. Yes, multiple layers. You can put a gradient on top of an image. That's how you create dark overlays on hero sections without Photoshop. That's how you make white text readable on images. This one technique alone makes you look advanced. Now let's talk about border radius. Everyone knows you can round corners, but most people stop at 8 pixels. You can create perfect circles with 50%, but only if width and height are equal. And here's something many developers never explore. You can define different radius values for each corner, which creates organic asymmetrical shapes. This is used everywhere in modern landing pages. Soft, fluid, unique. Now we move into depth, box shadow. If your UI looks flat, you're probably using shadows wrong. A harsh black shadow with no blur looks cheap. Real shadows are soft, they're subtle. They mimic how light behaves in real life. The format is horizontal offset, vertical offset, blur, spread, and color. But here's the premium trick. Use large blur values and low opacity. And even better, use multiple shadows. Layered shadows simulate natural light fall off. That's how premium interfaces create depth. Now let's talk about something most developers misunderstand. Outline versus border. Border is part of the box model. It takes up space. It affects layout. Outline does not. Outline does not change layout. It sits outside the element. That's why browsers use outline for focus states when users tab through a page. And here's a huge mistake people make. They remove outlines. They set outline to none. That breaks accessibility. Keyboard users rely on visible focus indicators. If you remove it, you must replace it with a custom focus style. Never remove focus visibility without replacing it. That's not just good practice, that's professional development. Your UI just leveled up. Now here's your challenge. Build a premium card component. Add a background image with a dark gradient overlay. Round the corners, add a soft layered shadow. On hover, increase the depth slightly, and create a visible custom focus outline for accessibility. Bonus, add a radial gradient glow behind a button. If you can build that cleanly, you're not a beginner anymore. In the next episode, we enter the danger zone. Positioning, the reason your layout randomly breaks. If you've ever asked, why is this div not moving? Episode 11 will change your life. See you there.